Good afternoon, my Clubhouse family. I see you coming in over there. Ping somebody, bring them all in, family. Good afternoon, my YouTube family. I see you coming in over here. I am Tamara Johnson Shealy, and you know what time it is. It is keeping up with Congress. And what a day I have had, but I am here. Praise the Lord. I am here. Thank you for joining me on this afternoon, this beautiful afternoon in sunny Georgia. If you are following me here on YouTube, please do me a favor and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. Please share this broadcast. Again, I'm coming to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 5:30. And then I roll over to my Clubhouse family. I see you over there, Lions Den and Ray Sean. I see you guys. Thank you for joining me on Keeping Up with Congress. Ping somebody into the room. I'll come over and spend the second half of this hour. We'll have a robust conversation around politics, politricks, whatever you guys want to talk about. But I bring it to you live here on YouTube and in Clubhouse Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So let's get this party started. For those of you that are new to this space, I just want to remind you that I am back. Oh, Lord, y'all, I am back on the campaign trail. This is not my first run. This is not my second run. This is not my third run. This is not my fourth run. Y'all, this is my fifth run. Make a fist. This is my fifth run for office, and we are going to take it. I feel very confident that this time the dynamics are very different. We're running against Senator Raphael Warnock, who stands in the pulpit of Dr. King and doesn't have a bold agenda, doesn't have an agenda for Black people. You know, it's one thing to go to Congress and be specific, but it's, you got to be specific to the people that sent you there. And the Black church delivered, Black people in Georgia delivered. So we must hold him accountable. But we're on our way back to Washington, y'all. I won't get off on that spin. Let's keep up with Congress. And I use this time to encourage you to pay attention to what's happening in politics. If we're going to get reparations, y'all, it will be negotiations in the process. I don't think we're going to be able to walk up into Congress and say, give us reparations. No, we're going to have to negotiate. So we need to understand the players, those who are elected, what kind of policies are they initiating? We need to know the players. We need to know the game. What specifically, what's going on in Congress? What's coming down the pipe? Who are these people and what are we doing? I see you family over here on YouTube. We got to be real mindful that if we're going to get reparations, we're going to have to do some sort of negotiations. I don't anticipate them giving it to us without us giving them something. So we're going to play politics with these people. So yeah, we're going to keep up with Congress. I'm going to bring you some bills in just a few minutes, but I always like to remind you of the hearings that are going on in Congress. If you didn't get an opportunity to watch the Tulsa hearings, they were today. Make sure you go back and watch. Let's pay attention. They were talking about the Tulsa, the massacre of Black Wall Street and all that we as a people lost. So we need to be mindful that we're going to keep up with Congress and pay attention to all that they're doing, because we want everything they owe us. Reparations is not a handout. It is a debt. So again, we're going to keep up with all the hearings. I told you I take very special interest in food, air, water, and land, because the rest of this, we're going to get it right, but we must get it right with food, air, water, and land. So I pay special attention there as well. This is a hearing over in the Senate Agriculture and Nutrition and Forestry Committee, a hearing to examine federal, state, and private forest lands, focusing on opportunities for addressing climate change. So we're keeping our eyes. This is a hearing that's scheduled for tomorrow, Thursday, May 20th at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Another hearing is the hearing to examine the 21st century communities, focusing on expanding opportunity through infrastructure investments. Let's keep our eyes on how they're spending our money and what's coming down the pipe with infrastructure. This is the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs. It is Thursday, May 20th at 10 a.m. So that's tomorrow, Thursday, May 20th at 10 a.m. The Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee. And again, I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. I want you to go to the website, y'all. We're going to have to save our money. We're going to have to prepare to run this race. We can't do it broke. Broken. No, we're not. So go to the website. It's Tamara, Tamara 4 FOR, Georgia spelled out. So that's Tamara 4 FOR, Georgia spelled out.com. Go to the website, make a donation, become a monthly contributor. We got to buy media, and media money ain't it's long money, y'all. Media ain't cheap. So we got to be prepared to buy media. I found that in this race in 2020, they were able to prevail while we were doing the grassroots campaigning on the ground, doing our work. They were able to prevail because they bought the media, the airways, the television, the radio, the social media, the mailers. They paid for it. So if we're going to come back strong, we got to make sure we have the money to do it. So get in a monthly rotation. If that works for you, make a one-time donation. Do whatever it takes to get us there. We got a whole year, but we're going to start hammering sooner than later. So we need to get our money up. So that's what we're doing. So again, go to the website. It's Tamara, Tamara 4 FOR, Georgia spelled out.com. Reparations is Juneteenth is next month. Juneteenth is next month, June 18th, 19th, 20th, Friday, June 18th. There's a reparations rally here in Atlanta at the Capitol, the state capitol here in Atlanta. There's a reparations rally that I will be a part of. So looking forward to it. Sponsored by the United Sons and Daughters of Freedmen. That Saturday, here's an event. The Financial Literacy Institute redefines the meaning of the Black dollar on Juneteenth. So here's an event for Saturday, June 19th from 1 to 6. It says a new spotlight was put on Juneteenth as mainstream media and companies took to embracing this holiday that has long been celebrated in the Black community. The Financial Literacy Institute will be hosting the inaugural Black Wall Street Business Expo to commemorate the 100th year anniversary of the Tulsa, Oklahoma race massacre. Y'all, I know we in our moment, like this 100th year anniversary of the Tulsa, Oklahoma race massacre. This Juneteenth event is June 19th, 2021. It's in Atlanta from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. The panel discussion will include some key people who have reimagined ways of building financial wealth in the Black community and circulating the Black dollar. So Juneteenth, I believe, is going to be phenomenal all around this country. Make sure you participate in activities wherever you are in these United States. Juneteenth is again Friday, June 18th, 19th, and we're having a Reparations Sunday here in Georgia where we're pushing our churches to have the conversation about slavery and Jim Crow. The church is still a pillar in our community. The church still has a stronghold here in the South. So the church is obligated to speak to us as a people. So that Sunday, June 20th, we're encouraging churches around Georgia to participate in what we're calling Reparations Sunday and preach a word about our repair and our redress as a people. Preach a real word so that we can enlighten those and help to get us where we need to be in the bigger scheme of things. We going to Washington. HR 40, quote unquote, is supposed to be heard around that Juneteenth as well on the House floor, the U.S. House floor. So we're in our moment. I do believe that the ancestors are moving and God is speaking and we're totally in our moment. And reparations, I believe we're going to live to see it. Amen. Let the church say amen. Again, I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. Let's dive into these bills. Let's dive into the bills. I'll bring you up to the stage in just a little while, Rayshawn and Lions Den. We can have a robust conversation right at the half hour. I'm going to get through some of these bills here and keeping up with Congress. I'm going to make my screen a little larger for those of you who are watching us on YouTube. Let me make this a little bit larger so you can see it. Did that work? Nope. Let me do it over here. Hold on, y'all. I got it. Let's make this a little bit larger so you can see. There you go. Awesome. All right, Senate Bill 406 in the U.S. Senate. Senate Bill 406 is the National Right to Work Act. This bill was introduced by Senator Rand Paul. I think we all know who he is. Senator Rand Paul, Republican out of Kentucky. Senate Bill 406, the National Right to Work Act. You know, they ain't too big on unions, the Republicans. They don't like unions. So this bill repeals those provisions of the National Labor Relations Act and the Railway Labor Act that permit employers to make an agreement with labor union to require employees to join such union as a condition of employment. Currently, at least 27 states have enacted laws prohibiting employers from compelling employees to become members of a union as a condition of employment. So yeah, they want to repeal that. We're not ever surprised that at some things that come down the pipe, Republicans, the National Right to Work Act. You know, we have our states have the right to work, but now they want to make it a National Right to Work Act. Senate Bill 406, Mr. Rand Paul himself. Senate Bill 407, Senate Bill 407. I found this bill quite interesting. This is the Air America Act of 2021. Marco Rubio, we also know who he is. Marco Rubio, Republican out of Florida. This bill establishes the service of Air America employees as qualifying service for purposes of the civil service retirement system. Now hear this, Air America was a government-owned airline that provided air transport for certain covert operations in Southeast Asia, including Laos, and Vietnam between 1950 and 1976. So this was an airline that operated basically between 1950 and 1976. So who's about to get this money? Y'all, this sounds a little, like reparations for somebody else. Listen to this. This bill applies to U.S. citizens who were employees of Air America or another affiliate company as specified between January 1, 1950 and December 31, 1976. So these people were employees of between 1950 and 1976. Now, how many years ago was that? And how old were these people that were employees that now you want to give these people some benefits? Are these people still alive? Y'all pay attention to what's going on, keeping up with Congress. Benefit applications must be filed within 2 years of the date of enactment of this bill. So who are these people? Because I don't know if most of them are still alive. They were employees of Air America or another affiliate company between 1950 and 1976. And now they're going to establish some benefits for these people. What is this, Senator Marco Rubio? Who's about to get paid? Senate Bill 407, if you want to do a little research. Like I said, when we get to Congress, we got to understand the players and we got to understand the game. Somebody is about to get paid from the benefits of their descendants, their grandfather, their grandmother, somebody. Pay attention, Senate Bill 407. This is why we know we can get our reparations. Look at what they're doing. Senate Bill 408. I see you, my Clubhouse family. Thank you for joining me at the half hour. I'll come over and we'll have a conversation. We'll talk politics. We'll have a robust conversation. I'll come over in about 15 minutes. We're going to get through keeping up with Congress. I see you, my YouTube family. I see you. She says foreign nationals. Yeah, something's going on. Could be that, Miss Jovan. Foreign nationals. I believe it. Senate Bill 408. Senate Bill 408 is supporting best practices for Healthy Moms Act. This is Senator Toomey. Senator Toomey, Pat Toomey, is a Republican out of Pennsylvania, supporting best practices for Healthy Moms Act. This bill requires the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services to publish and periodically update guidance for hospitals, freestanding birth centers, and other maternal care providers on ways to reduce maternal mortality and morbidity under Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, the CHIP program. So this is Senator Toomey, Pat Toomey, Republican out of Pennsylvania, Supporting Best Practices for Healthy Moms Act, Senate Bill 408. Senate Bill 409, and I'm going to lean on, I see we have Miss Adelaide in the room. I'm going to lean on you, Miss Adelaide. This is a bill that I didn't have a whole lot of time to research, but I think we can use some insight. I know you're into investing, but this is a bill that I think that you can shed a little light on. So I'm going to lean on you, Miss Adelaide, for this one. She's over in our Clubhouse family. It's a bill, Senate Bill 409. Senate Bill 409 is a bill to amend the Commodity Exchange Act to modify the Commodity Futures Trading Commission Customer Protection Fund and for other purposes. This is Senator Grassley, Chuck Grassley, Republican out of Iowa. This bill expands the permissible uses of the Commodities Future Trading Commission Customer Protection Fund to include administrative expenses. I don't know a whole lot about the Commodities Futures Trading, this Commodity Exchange Act. I think it definitely requires some research on my behalf. But if anybody knows over in the Clubhouse family, I'd love to have that conversation. I did do a little bit of research, but not enough. The Commodity Exchange Act regulates commodities and futures trading in the U.S. The act established the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, to oversee commodity exchanges. It is mainly responsible for agriculture, global markets, energy, and environmental markets and technology. So I went on to look up, what does the CFTC regulate? What do they regulate? The Commodities Futures Trading Commission is an independent agency of the U.S. government created in 1974 that requires the U.S. derivatives market, which includes futures, swaps, and certain kinds of options. It goes on to say what is meant by commodity exchange. Like I said, I'd like to get more information for those of you who know. A commodity exchange is a legal entity that determines and enforces rules and procedures for trading standardized commodity contracts and related investment products. A commodities exchange also refers to the physical center where trading takes place. The most traded commodity futures contract is crude oil. So maybe that's a conversation we can have over in Clubhouse. Let's deep dive into commodities and futures and trading. That's a conversation I definitely like to have. Senate Bill 410. Senate Bill 410, as we approach the half-hour mark, Senate Bill 410 is Strengthening Social Connections Act of 2021. Strengthening Social Connections Act of 2021. This is Senator Tina Smith, Democrat out of Minnesota. The bill provides that fiscal year 2021 supplemental appropriations to the administration for community living for various activities to address the health effects of extended social isolation and loneliness among older individuals due to factors such as the COVID-19. So this is the Strengthening Social Connections Act of 2021, Democrat Tina Smith, Democrat out of Minnesota. I'm not sure if this is a study, but it provides, again, supplemental appropriations to the administration for community living for various activities to address the health effects of extended social isolation and loneliness among individuals due to factors such as COVID-19. So this is some appropriation of some monies in regards to the isolation and loneliness. So this is we can just see how this money is being spent. One thing I've said about this Biden administration, if you don't have a nonprofit or if you haven't started a business, you should. What I'm seeing and what I think we're seeing is a lot of monies that'll be reallocated and allocated to a lot of social programs. So I don't want anybody to miss an opportunity with this Biden administration. I think that's why the Republicans get so mad at us, at Democrats, because it looks like Biden is making it rain and Republicans are like trying to stop it. So that's Senate Bill 410, Democrat Tina Smith out of Minnesota. Senate Bill 411 is the Mamas Act. The Mamas Act, Senator Richard Durbin, Democrat out of Illinois, the Mamas Act. I did look this one up. Mothers and Offspring Mortality and Morbidity Awareness, the MAMA Act. This legislation seeks to reduce America's rising maternal and infant mortality rate, especially for moms and babies of color who are significantly more likely to die during or shortly after pregnancy. So the Mamas Act, this is Durbin and Duckworth, Tammy Duckworth introduced the Mama Act to reduce maternal and infant mortality rates. Senate Bill 412, we're almost there, y'all. I like to bring you about 10 bills just to kind of, like I said, we got to know the players. We got to know the game. We got to keep up with Congress, because if we're going to get reparations, it will truly require some negotiation. So we can't go in there not knowing what's been coming down the pipe, what they're doing. Let's at least have some sort of overview of what's happening in Congress. So this is Senate Bill 412. Senate Bill 412 is the National Coronavirus Commission Act of 2021. National Coronavirus Commission Act of 2021. I looked this one up. I actually found a letter that came from the American Hospital Association supporting this legislation. It says, on behalf of nearly 5,000 member hospitals and health systems and other healthcare organizations, our clinical partners, including more than 270,000 affiliated physicians, 2 million nurses and other caregivers, and the 43,000 healthcare leaders who belong to our professional membership group, the American Hospital Association, AHA, is pleased to support the National Coronavirus Commission Act of 2021. It says creating a National Coronavirus Commission through your legislation will play a critical role in examining the level of our country's preparedness when the COVID-19 pandemic emerged. Evaluating the lessons learned from the nation's response to COVID-19 is an important step in helping prepare for the next public health emergency. The Commission's recommendations for improving our public health readiness will help ensure hospitals, health systems, and other providers who have served on the front line of this fight have the support and resources needed to rapidly respond to future crises. So that was a letter from the American Hospital Association in support of the National Coronavirus Commission Act, introduced by Robert Menendez, Democrat out of New Jersey. We're almost there, y'all, about 5 more minutes. Senate Bill 413, Senate Bill 413. This bill is a bill to establish the China Censorship Monitor and Action Group. This is Jeff Merkley, Democrat out of Oregon. Jeff Merkley, he's a Democrat out of Oregon. This bill requires the president to establish an interagency task force, the China Censorship Monitor Action Group. The task force shall oversee the development and execution of a federal government strategy to monitor and address Chinese government efforts to censor or intimidate individuals and entities in the United States, including U.S. companies doing business in China, which such individuals and entities are exercising their free speech rights. So this is interesting. They're coming for China. Who is this again? This is Jeff Merkley, Senator Jeff Merkley, Democrat out of Oregon. Couple more bills, everybody. Senate Bill 414. Senate Bill 414 is the Amateur Athletes Protection and Compensation Act of 2021. This is Jerry Moran, Republican out of Kansas. Senator Jerry Moran, Republican out of Kansas. This bill provides standards relating to compensation for the use of the names, images, and likenesses of amateur intercollegiate athletes and protections for these athletes. So this is Senate Bill 414, Republican Jerry Moran, the Amateur Athletes Protection and Compensation Act of 2021. I'm coming over to you to have a conversation, my Clubhouse family, in about 3 minutes. Thank you, my YouTube family, for following along. Of course, you know this is Keeping Up with Congress. I like to bring you about 10 bills. Like I said, we got to know the players and we got to know the game. So this is our last one for the afternoon. This is Senate Bill 415. It's a bill to amend the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act with respect to the scope of new chemical exclusivity. This is Senator Bill Cassidy. Bill Cassidy, he's a Republican out of Louisiana. Bill Cassidy, Republican out of Louisiana. This bill provides statutory authority for the existing Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, practice of defining active ingredient more narrowly as active moiety Y'all, we got to learn that word. MOIETY. In certain situations, such as when determining whether a new drug is entitled to a market exclusivity period or providing priority review of drugs for treating rare pediatric diseases. So this is over with the FDA. This is specific to the FDA. This is Republican Bill Cassidy out of Louisiana, a bill to amend the FDA's the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act with respect to the scope of new chemical exclusivity. So we have to keep our eyes on Congress again. If we're going to get reparations, if we're going to get the repair, the redress, if we're going to get anything out of these congressmen, this U.S. Senate, this House, we're going to have to again know the players, know the game, because we are going to have to negotiate with them. We're going to have to negotiate. I don't think they're going to just give it to us. We're going to have to give something, and they're going to want something on the other. Then that's politics all day. So again, I am Tamara Johnson Shealy. I come to you with Keeping Up with Congress right here on YouTube and in Clubhouse. YouTube, I'm here with you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Same with you, Clubhouse. I stay with you until the half hour right here on YouTube. You can visually see the bills. We walk through it. We walk through the articles. But then I take it over to Clubhouse for half an hour to have a robust conversation with my Clubhouse family. There's a lot of heavy hitters in the room today. I see you, and thank you for joining me on this afternoon. But guys, please go to the website. We are back on the campaign trail. It's going to take us preparing to run this race to the United States Senate. We're starting early, which I'm extremely excited about. We're starting early. We're going to have to save our money. So if it takes you getting on a monthly rotation, May 24th, 2022 is election day. But of course, we're going to be coming out the gate, and we need to come out of the gate with strong media. We need to come out of the gate with a strong presence. And like I said, one thing I found from running in 2020 was that where we were on the ground doing grassroots campaigning, they were shooting at this thing from the air. So I'm on the ground like the Army. We had our forces, we had our troops, and I'm very proud that we came in sixth place with, not having the money to compete the way the others were able to compete. But we did damn good coming in sixth place. I do call us the first place grassroots candidate. We did it. But we can't come back and do the same thing. We got to have radio. We got to have television. We got to have mailers. There's no way around it. So we gotta spend money that we didn't have before, but we got to make sure we have it when we come back this time in 2022. So go to the website. It's Tamara, TAMARA 4FOR, Georgia spelled out.com. Again, Tamara 4Georgia.com. If you're watching me here on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button, and share. Of course, you'll see me back here tomorrow afternoon, same time right here tomorrow afternoon. So I'll see you tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow, YouTube family, Clubhouse family. I'm coming over to you in just a few moments. So thank you for joining me on today's broadcast.